Hello, sit and sip a while. I'm Karena, and welcome back to the Witches in Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading is for you for the new moon in Sagittarius that is happening on December 4th. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are a seasoned generational witch, here at the Witches Inn, thank you for joining me for this second, third, or however many times. Your continued support means the absolute most to me. Honestly, it tickles me pink. So, Pisces, when I was tuning into your energy, getting ready for this reading, the song Higher Love kept playing. And so it doesn't surprise me that Pisces, under this Sagittarius moon, you might be hoping, wishing, praying for that love of your life to come in to really help elevate you and bring you into a place of being. Now, in saying that, I'm going to kind of use some of that old psychic know-how and some of what some of your friends and family might have been telling you. True love absolutely can come even if you do not fully love and accept yourself. However, under this Sagittarius moon, this higher love that you are being asked to see and embrace is that commitment to self. Okay. That even after all the years of turmoil and heartache, of thinking you found the one and then the one just leaving, not being who they told you are, they were selling you damaged merchandise. You are being asked to understand that you have always been that person for yourself. You have always been able to find the love that you need, the courage that you need in order to pick yourself up and continue moving forward. Okay. I know it's a little cliche, but your angels and your guides really want you to see that the reason why they haven't brought you a love that's worth holding on to is because they simply weren't up to your caliber. They simply weren't bringing what you brought to the table. And so instead of thinking to yourself, was I not good enough? No, it's not that you weren't good enough. It's that they simply weren't good enough. And that's why the door kept opening, right? Or that's why the window kept opening and they kept flying out. Now, what you are being asked to see is those red flags inside of yourself. Those aren't red flags from other people. Those are red flags for you. I've been here, done that. Do I want to do it again? Is this person going to change? Probably not. Am I willing to change who I am for them? Well, I've done that. I've done that several times, and it still leaves me with the same results. So maybe I'm ready to see the worth that I have and the worth that I bring to the table and let go of those who really don't want to be here. The 10 of Cups is coming forward for your current situation. So you are at this time being asked to see what abundance is in your life. What have you brought, is that new love just going to be that tipping of the scales, right? And if so, again, going back to making sure that you're not having to lower your vibration because this is what you're bringing. This is what you bring to the table. So they need to be bringing just as much or more, right? You would rather elevate up than have to try and elevate someone else up. Okay. Now let's see, what is your obstacle? We have the Knight of Swords. Rushing into commitment. This is fine. This is fine. It's okay. We'll work through it. The universe, keeping yourself trapped. It's interesting that in the obstacles you have two swords that came through. So rushing into a situation, right? This is the love of my life and I know it's going to work out. And so you kind of put these blinders on. You kind of create this trap for yourself where you're like, no matter what, this is going to work. Don't seek love out of desperation. Seek love because this is what you're bringing. And so the person that is going to come in needs to be matching that, right? Don't rush in, right? Fools Rush In is the next song that's kind of coming to my mind now. Now, yes, there are definitely circumstances where things just click. And there is someone that, that is bringing that 10 of cups, that love brings obstacles, regardless if it's good or bad. It's going to bring obstacles. It's what you're willing to commit through that makes those obstacles different. So, and the advice that's coming through is the Four of Wands. This is unity, bringing these two versions of yourself together, who you are outside of a relationship and who you are inside of a relationship. Start bringing that commitment inward and being like, the energy, the loyalty, the devotion that I give to other people that leaves me trapped, that leaves me rushing around, kind of like, I don't know why, but they're showing me Marie Antoinette with, the head cut off kind of feeling. Start bringing that commitment into yourself, really seeing, okay, it's almost like kind of getting a little bit snobby with regards to your love. And if someone who has no idea who you are is going to kind of call you out on some snobby attitude, be like, cool, you're clearly not the person that I want in this sphere. Now, it's interesting because I wasn't setting out to do these new moon readings for love, but yours definitely is going into the love sphere. Now, what else is kind of coming forward? Again, they're really just saying the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. It's time to see the harvest, right, that you bring, and start to reap that. I am seeing with this Ace of Swords, it might be time to start looking outside of what you would normally consider a catch. And instead of looking for someone who you might be attracted to, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles, this is definitely someone who's looking at their harvest, being like, okay, what attractively looks good for me to pluck and take, cutting that and being like, who am I energetically attracted to? Maybe you're actually someone who isn't doing very well in relationships because you find that the connection that you have isn't deep enough, right? They're just not on your wavelength when it comes to how you spend your time. Pisces, you're extremely creative. You are the dream sign. You are, as much as you're a water, you're also very up in the clouds. You like to fantasize and romanticize about life. And there's, again, nothing wrong with that. I was raised by two Pisces. You're extremely romantic. So if someone's not meeting your romantic capabilities, then of course you're going to feel a lack. You're going to feel like that harvest isn't truly yours, right? All right, let's see what else is coming through here with regards to the obstacle. Okay, you have a Knight of Pentacles. This knight keeps popping up in people's energy. And what I think is interesting is this obstacle that came forward before for you is the Knight of Swords. And how I was just talking about switching up the energy. So maybe you're constantly looking for someone who's seeking adventure, right? Well, you're the adventure bringer in the relationship. So what you actually need is a Knight of Pentacles. You need someone that's going to be a little bit more stable, be a little bit more grounded, not so flighty, not so much in that dreamland, but really be in this ability to create sustainable action going forward, instead of kind of having these periods of like a big burst of love and what they call love bombing, and then, oh, I don't know, getting scared, getting wet feet, and moving, getting wet feet, this Eight of Swords comes back into my sphere, right? Getting wet feet and moving out of it. So look at who you're attracted to and what you're actually attracted to them about. And when you're thinking about, what you want to bring into your sphere, don't think about a physical attribution that you want to have. Think about intellect. Think about stability. think about what kind of life am I creating for myself, and who's going to complement that life? Who's going to add value to that life? Who am I going to be able to see as an equal partner instead of who am I going to have to, they're kind of showing me dragging people along, right? All right. Do you want these two? They say yes. Okay, so we have the Magician and we have the Knight of Cups. So you come through in this reading here, okay? You are an amazing alchemizer. It's time to start to see the magic and the emotion, those deep, deep emotions that you bring to the relationship. Start seeing your value. When you start to be in a relationship, realize, right? I love how in both these Four of Wands and this Magician card, we have the altar, kind of these amazing flowers blooming overhead. Does your brain light up, right, when you're thinking of them? Does your brain light up when you're talking to them? Or are you kind of waiting around like this Knight of Cups? They're very much waiting around, waiting for emotion to be there, waiting for inspiration to spike. There's obviously going to be periods of that in any relationship where you're kind of, you're in it, right? So things are a little bit dull, they're a little bit boring. But it shouldn't be that way, especially in the beginning. And it shouldn't be that way consistently. It definitely, it should ebb and flow like the Knight of Cups, but don't be waiting around for something to come downstream and shake things up. What you're really being asked to do is create this change for yourself, to really see what you bring and allow that to guide the person towards you. Let's get an oracle card to really see and solidify the energy that's coming forward here for you. Oh, we have quite a few that have fallen out. Okay, Pallas, Athena, think. So take some time and think about what you want. We also have the third house, communication. Pisces, do not be afraid to speak your truth, to say, this is what I want out of a relationship, right? And if the person goes, whoa, 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 that's, not what I'm looking for. Cool. Then you're not what I'm looking for. Don't be afraid to step away when someone tells you what they're bringing. We also have Neptune. You are ruled by Neptune. So create that vision, right? And don't stop until you get it. And if you never get it, that's okay, because you are your own soulmate, right? Whoever's coming in is complimenting you. They're not creating the be all end all, right? They're complementing your existence. You're existing with or without them. So use that vision and create who you want. We also have descendant, innovation. Change the way that you're thinking about life. Chiron, heal, take the time to heal from past relationships, not rushing immediately into, I mean, you're a romantic, Pisces. It happens. I get it. But take that time to heal and innovate past relationships so that you're not repeating the same. And then finally, we have Juno, partnership, knowing that you are your best partner and that anyone that's coming forward for you is coming forward to complement your existence, not to solidify or not to make your existence whole. All right. Okay, Pisces. Ooh, Scorpio. Maybe a Scorpio is someone that you need. If this resonated for you, please like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean, honestly, the world to me. And if you are ready to go a little bit deeper, I do have bookings for tarot that are open. And if you are catching this over Thanksgiving weekend in the States, I do have a Black Friday sale on that's happening in my description box. It is only valid until Monday, November 29th. but it is 25% off all my services, all my packages, and all my gift cards. I have virtual readings as well as in-person readings. If you are here in Ontario, Hamilton, Canada, I said that all backwards, but you know what I mean. As always, if this resonated with you, please feel free to share it out, or just make sure to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Anyways, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how this reading resonated down below. I'm Karena. This is The Witches Inn. Until next time.